In today's video, I'll be talking about the next evolution teaser that was just posted by Clash Royale and also more going on inside of the game that people are discussing. Let's get right into it. So Clash Royale tweeted out hashtag card evolution with an exclamation mark and a question mark. And as you guys can see in this picture teaser, you see the baby dragon and then it appears there's a net around it, which is kind of pinning it down, it appears like, and you see some things at the end of it. It's just on the grass here. You see arrows as well. The arrows, very interesting. It kind of makes you question, could the arrows potentially be what's getting an evolution? Could it potentially be the baby dragon? Or could it in fact be something else having to do with this net? Now, in the replies here, some people have some ideas. Nate here says delivery evolution. I don't know about that. Too Good says hunter evolution. You might be looking at it and wondering, well, why the heck would people think it's the hunter from that net? Because couldn't the fisherman also have a net? Because when you're fishing, sometimes you use a net to catch all the fish. So that's why that could be another possibility as well. But let's keep looking here. Poor baby dragon reported for animal abuse, and then Lucas tagged PETA. That's kind of funny. That's a company basically that tries to protect animals, so that's kind of the joke behind it there. Evolve Hunter, someone said, where's the Barb Hut Evo guy? The guy that basically thinks it's the Barb Hut for every single evolution. Baby Dragon, Lightning Sparky. Let's see here. Only logical thing is Hunter, and you know what's not logical? Him having a net, because there's no way in hell the evolution should have a whole goddamn net. That's a new card mechanic, not something you introduce through an Evo. So this guy, pretty angry here, typing in all caps, needs to relax a little bit. Imagine Fisherman. That's what I was thinking with the net. But there's a reason why there's a lot of people that think it's the Hunter, because something was apparently leaked in the files. You can see here the Hilton Hotel posted it. It said it's Evo Hunter because something happened where there's some leak and it says Evo Hunter net. And as you can see from the pictures, there's a net going on here. So I suppose that's very likely the possibility of it, being the hunter because of this. And I guess that's why some people think it's the hunter, but technically it could still be the fisherman. The baby dragon, I kind of doubt it because that would just be way too obvious. And the baby dragon wouldn't have a net having to do with it. So that just wouldn't make sense. So if we want to take a quick look at the hunter, just to see how many people are actually using him inside of the top 200, we see here, and then if we apply the card filters, you can see only 5 people using him inside of the top 200, and it's all in Royal Giant decks, I'm pretty sure, as you can see. So not a ton of variety. Definitely could be interesting if he's the one that ends up getting an evolution, because obviously I think he hasn't been good inside of Royal Hogs and other decks in a very, very long time. Hopefully it's not arrows. There's a slim chance of that, but hopefully that's not the case. And the other things I wanted to talk about this video, and I guess this is kind of related to the next evolution because that always changes up the meta. People have just been giving their feedback about these work in progress balance changes, and a lot of people were talking about how the arrows nerf that's coming up and the log nerf are very controversial, and people are saying arrows are not broken, they just counter the meta. My guy, they've been countering the last 15 metas. So what people are talking about is the fact how everyone is saying, well, if arrows get nerfed, isn't that just going to make Firecracker and log bait more broken? And then same with log, isn't that just going to make log bait more broken? So that's kind of people's logic. Now this guy has said arrows have been the most or second most used spell in the game for quite some time now. Sometimes this spell meta does shift, but recently when Lightning became meta, or when Void was meta, or when Curse was meta, but arrows have always been there. Its position was never changed because it's so good. So they do deserve a nerf, whether some of you like it or not. And this isn't only my opinion. A lot of pros have spoke about the arrows getting nerfed for quite some time now. And before someone says something, no, I do not use Firecracker. I'm a minor poison player, and I still find them obnoxious. And I guess a lot of people feel this way because they are kind of used, it seems like, in like half of people's decks. If someone's not using arrows, they're probably using log, especially if it's a cheaper deck. And it's been that way for a very long time. If we see some of the replies here, we have so few spells. What are other options? Snowball. It seems like they're trying to push it on us since the Evo has gotten 2 buffs now. And that's true. So maybe their idea behind buffing the Evo Snowball is to add another alternative to things like the arrows and the log to shake things up, because it's been so long that those spells have been meta. But I do know it's a very controversial change. Now this guy's talking about the Electro Wizard, which likely this buff is definitely going to stay. It's going to be able to one-tap spirits. All spirits hit points except heal spirit is 230, 231 for heal, and then 116 for both hands on the Electro Wizard does 232, meaning you will have to use more than one spirit to counter it. So now you're not going to be able to stop the Ewiz with just a singular spirit. I think overall this is pretty deserved because the Ewiz has been weak for quite a while, except in a few P.E.K.K.A. bridge spam decks, but even in those, you're not even required to use the Ewiz. And apparently, there's a tap on the 4-star, and it stays a 4-star. So I didn't even know about this, but check this out, guys, for the lucky drop. So you can see here, and this is Supercell support, so it's official. You can see the stats for the 1-star, the 2-star, the 3-star actually gives percentages of upgrading. And then look at this. So apparently when you get a 4-star lucky drop, it has a 100% chance of staying 4-star. So what the heck is that even for? Like, why even tap that if it's just a guarantee it's going to stay a 4-star? I don't understand that. Then there's a 5-star one apparently. I didn't even know that. I'm not even joking. So you can just get a 5-star right off the bat without even having to tap. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me know in the comments, has that ever happened to you guys? Because that certainly has never happened to me where I just got a 5-star right out of the gate. That's just like pretty crazy. They probably coded it so you always need to tap to open lucky drops to save time coding some exceptions. Yeah, that would probably make the most sense. For example, a normal lucky drop can become a 5-star, but you still need to use all the taps before opening it. I totally get it from the dev side, but if it was higher up's decision to make it 100% 4-star instead of 85-15, for example, just another L from Supercell, dopamine rush. Yeah, it's just to get you to think there's a chance, just to like get you excited, but that's just, I mean, gonna lead in disappointment every time. Help, I was looking up emote vouchers on Twitter and clicked a few, and then this popped up. Is it really going to be deleted? Someone help me. Yeah, so you guys got to be really careful tapping links, especially from people that aren't Supercell creators, because there's been some things going on. You can see error claiming reward, invalid code, this account will be deleted in 30 minutes. I don't actually think his account got deleted. I can double check with the replies though. Oh no, pick up the phone and make some calls, send some emails ASAP. Don't worry, it's a troll message. Check out troll links, Clash Royale on YouTube, and you will get it. Now, there were some links that people clicked on that actually did lock them out of their account for quite some time that people were tweeting out on Twitter, and it actually did affect people's accounts, but sometimes they're just trolls like this. But either way, that's why you don't just want to like click everything you see on social media. I mean, that's kind of just basic security 101. Don't be like tapping on links unless you know for sure. Leader kicked his own daughter out for inactivity. Okay, there's no way this like actually happened, but okay, Z-Spark was kicked out of the clan by Pyractic FX. Damn, bro, wasn't that your daughter? I mean, anyone could just type this. Like, am I really supposed to believe? I mean, I guess a girl could name herself Z-Spark, but it's just like, and then is the dad really going to have that name? It's just, like, I don't know. I guess it's kind of funny, but I don't know. I mean, this has a lot of upvotes, and I'm, like, pretty convinced it's just, like, staged or whatever. Not that, like, it really matters, but it's just, like, all right, I don't know. I don't really... But anyway, I mean, some of the top posts. And then this is challenge accepted, so name a more iconic duo. I'll wait. And this guy's just like challenge accepted. I mean, Berserker Rune Giant just came out, so I don't know how that could possibly be an iconic duo. They're probably just trying to bait people to reply, which obviously did work because this guy named a whole bunch here. Lava Hound Balloon, Prince Dark Prince, Bomber Drill, Bandit Royal Ghost, Three Musketeers Elixir Pump, Night Witch Golem, Goblin Giant Sparky, Electro Giant Tornado, Rocket Tornado, Executioner Tornado, P.E.K.K.A. Battle Ram, Mortar Cannon Cart, Mega Knight Inferno Drag, Minor Poison, Minor Wall Breakers, Tesla Expo, Royal Hogs Earthquake, Expo and Archers, Hunter and Fisherman, Hog Rider, and Firecracker. Well, I would say that's accurate for a lot of them, especially because they've been around in the game for such a long time, so people are going to recognize them way more than the new cards, but I will say those two cards do pair pretty well together, which I guess was the idea behind it of why they added them both around the same time in the first place. But if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. If you guys are not subscribed already, you can use credit code BOSS to support me in any Supercell game. And thanks again until next time, guys.